Hey, good morning. Welcome to another Big Red Money Pit Garage. Today I decided I'm going to do a little video on the property here. We have an easement that runs through for some gas lines underground, and we have two fences that go over them, or two gates. And we also now have a big gravel driveway for CPS, the power company, to replace those overhead lines that you can see back here, kind of. They are replacing these metal scaffolding towers with some concrete poles. They're gonna be like massive concrete towers. Um, there's one or two towers past our property that they're replacing, and one directly behind it where they actually took our back fence, extended it to the other side of that, created a pad where they're going to put everything, fenced it off for the horses so they don't get out. And I just kind of wanted to show a little bit of a kind of go over where the fence was and the condition of it, and just take you guys along. This might be a 2 or 3 parter if they make some good progress. It's been months like this. Kind of liking the gravel road, but also not, because it takes up a lot of real estate where the grass could be for the horses. Unfortunately, in the pen, there's no grass, so we have to feed them hay and grain every day. But if I fenced everything else off, maybe there'd be enough grass. We have a lot of sticker burrs and weeds. We don't really have any good grass at this property here. So let me go set up the tripod and kind of walk around the property and show you what we've got. Stay tuned. Please like and subscribe. That's one of the towers we're going to go see here on the property. And this is in December of 2025, so hopefully it won't block too much of our view of our beautiful trees and everything. But let's go get closer to it. So, parked here on the gravel driveway. This was all grass. They actually put this road in here that you can see. Kind of walk around to it. Might be a little hard to hear me. We got the wind. But up from here forward is all real small gravel, and then real large gravel from about 30 feet. And then back there, it's loose small gravel again. There's same thing going that way. I'll show you a little bit of that shot here. Put the poles in for clearance, I guess. But these overhead power lines are being replaced. In the background, you can kind of see the road going all the way through what used to be a horse pasture, or sorry, cow pasture. We used to have cows that would come up to the back fence. Our front fence here, we put in when we moved in. So I'll move a little closer and kind of show you what all that is. But before, let's turn it around and look at the other side. Slowly turn you around here. And there we've got the other side, the other tower they're replacing, and another gravel road. There will be dump trucks and big machinery coming down this road every day when they're working. Really upsets the horses, but it is what it is. It used to be nice. Actually, no. There is some grass in here. There used to be some here. Now it's just all gravel and weeds. You can see some of our property here. Is our driveway we put in for the house. Nice little half circle. Got the horse trailer there because we have some dead trees that are fixing to fall, so we moved it. But like I said, let's go ahead and get closer. All right, we've come down the road towards the fence line here. I got to put the locks on it and get some of that situated here. But this is looking back where we were. So this is going out to our street for our little one-way subdivision here. So, takes up a big chunk of space. But we've got a gas line on the left and the right of this road that's all easement. And this center line here, under the power lines, they use to drive their equipment. This is looking into our horse pasture here. So we'll get a little closer here where they've got this equipment all on. Actually, some of that equipment's on the property line, past the property line. They did have trucks that were parking here, porta potty set up here. And remember, we've got 3 horses that live in this pasture, so every day is worried about them getting out. But I like the idea that the power line is going to be updated. But as you can see, the whole line of all those towers, they're going to replace them all with this concrete structure that we'll go up and show you here in just a moment. Beautiful horses standing over there waiting for their breakfast. And our little burn pile here. Off to the right is where, right over there, kind of where we burn all of the trees that are falling and feed bags and stuff. But here's their little round pen we set up for them when we first moved in. I'll give you a 360 tour of the property back here. So, for some information, our fence line used to run directly in front of that tower. It was actually on the property behind us. And as you can kind of see, they've made a big square cutout and took our fence down to give them access. And they put up these side gates that we'll go show you here in a moment. But nice, peaceful out here. Lots of property, except for this big road in it. So, all right, let me take you over there. And so here's the property line. That is our property to the right, and an easement that used to be here on the left. And all this fencing that they've got all the way down here is added for the construction site. But look at that tower. Kind of hard to see this close up, but that's where our property ended. And then the gates they put on so they can drive their equipment in here. Let's see if I can zoom out and get a better shot of this. That's a little better. So we're walking down continuation of that road. And off in the distance, you can see more construction site and everything they're doing. But yeah, my horses just kind of walking around this all day. These are massive. Let's go take a look at that. Looking back at our property over there. Another. Not sure if you can hear it on the camera, but we can hear all the buzzing. Look at this thing. Oops. Sorry about the jerky camera there. I'm trying to get used to this tripod in my hand here. But I mean, this thing is just massive. Let me set the camera up a little farther away and stand next to it. It's December, just the end of December of 2025. From my understanding, they're going to put those metal pipes or whatever those are on here. This big concrete base they've poured. And they're going to replace these scaffolding towers with those. So let's go to the end of where the fence line is and show you it all. Okay, we've reached the end, and this is looking beyond where the fence line is. They've got some equipment here. Looks like maybe some arms for one of these towers. But out in the distance, I mean, it's just tower after tower after tower that they're going to be replacing. So they drive through here with big trucks all day long. Spin you around. Look at some of the equipment here. Can't even see the property back there. But yeah, so let me know what you guys think in comments down below. Do you like this kind of stuff going on your property? I know that this technically right here is not. It's adjacent to my property. It starts on my property though, so it's a little upsetting that they just drive right through when there are other easement access roads. But I understand. It's necessary, right? You know, we need to upgrade the power. Once it's done, it'll look nice. Hopefully, they return the property to how it was, and maybe install a nice fence in the back like they've got here. So, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Well, thanks for watching Big Red's Money Pit Garage property tour here for the CPS Power Upgrade project they've got going on. It's pretty interesting. I like this kind of stuff. It is unfortunate that it's kind of tearing up the horse pasture, but I understand it, like I said. So hopefully you don't take anything negative away from this video. I'm all positive about it. It needs to get done. I'm looking forward to showing you guys their progress and when it's completed. So please like and subscribe if you can do that for me. Stay tuned, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Hopefully this beautiful tower is here for a little bit longer, and we'll show you what it looks like when it's gone. Thanks.